What it do? Oh, what it do? This is your boy Kqkc, Boxing Network. I'm going old school, baby. For those that's still up, I'm going old school tonight. All right? And we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about that video I did. We're going to talk about all what's going on in the sport of boxing. And plus, Turkey Leash. He is failing again. Like I told everyone. Everyone did not want to believe me. Everyone didn't want to believe Fanon or knock out a boxing 86 TV. Now, I don't know. Is my old school working? Because this was my first live stream platform I used. And I want to see if it's still working. And I want to see if it's still working. And while we're here, we can chop it up for a few minutes. But so far, I don't see anyone. All right? Unless I'm missing someone or I'm missing something. It has been a while. So once they come in and then you check me out. All right? So hopefully everyone getting their notifications. All right? So I'm going to see my guy getting his notifications. All right? And that way we'll have no issues or problems. All right? So I'm going to do this. Okay. Hey, see if I'm live. Okay, let me see. Okay, because I'm on my old school live now, and it said live. Okay, I'm on my, okay, I see people coming in now. Okay, all right, okay, all right. Wait. All right. What's going on, Jag Queen? All right, what it do? This is my old live. All right, this is what I used to do back in the day when I first started, and it still works, and it's free, and of course, when you donate, you will see the little man running across, and people that subscribe, you will see it down there. People that donate, you will see it down there also. And but the only thing about it, I got two chats. Okay, so shout out to Drag Queen. You know you live. Yeah, I know I'm live. All right, I know I'm live, and I was working on a few things. But while we're here, we might as well chop it up. All right, I put a video out about an hour ago. I will be live tomorrow, no doubt about it, 11 o'clock. But I got a couple of things I do want to talk about. You know, I do want to talk about. And, of course, it been bothering me because now I can't say I told you so anymore because now they can see for themselves. Now this fight is in jeopardy now. This big old fight that everybody was talking about that was big is in jeopardy now. You know? And one thing about I don't like is to make fights way out. We are in May, June, July, August, September, 4 months away. counting the 3 months when he announced it. But now, since Dana White took over, because he would be the head promoter, well, Netflix, who going to pretty much be the platform, they said, no, we're not moving. We're not moving our date from the 12th to the 13th. That ain't what you said. See, this is why I say Turkey don't know anything about boxing. He's full of shit. The only thing he know about is holding hands and locking fingers. Because, see, once you rent out a venue, somebody should have told them that. When you rent out a venue, you have to put money down and you have to keep your damn word. You must keep your word. If you don't, then your word ain't shit. That's why all the casinos that Al Hammond dealt with, he had a rough patch last year sometime. They all said, we got your back, Al. Don't worry. You can put it on here for this price. You can put it on here for this price. See, that's a good promoter. It had nothing to do with color. So I want to hear all that bullshit. Color this, color that. And then let me explain to you like I explained to you on my video. Turkey is ruining boxing right in front of your eyes. And now, I ain't proud to say, but at least I can say that the promoters are catching on. And I think they caught on when Turkey said, hey, I want to have a fight over in Alcatraz. And I wish I can lock up all the promoters. And, and they all looking like, what you mean you gonna lock us up? What you mean by that? And then, here come TKO boxing. Oh yeah. So now, the little brains that they got, the little brains that Oscar got. What's up, Thomas Hill, man? What's going on? KQ, it's late. Late, famo. Burning that midnight oil. See, man, look, the grind don't stop, man. I love boxing, and sometimes I can't sleep, so I just jump on, man. All right? So, show y'all love, man. Hit the like button, all right? One thing about KQ, man, I'm going to give you the latest and greatest in the sport of boxing. So now, as I see, that now Turkey is fumbling this ball. Let me do like I did on my video. All right, let me give you a little backstory. All right, let me give you a little backstory. Turkey came over here with a bag full of PIF money. Not his money. So stop saying that. It's not his money. It's Dubai money, or better yet, it is Prince Salam money. His boyhood friend. All right? So therefore, their idea, before he even stepped foot on the soil, is to monopolize the sport of boxing. To have boxing meet in Dubai. To entertain their dignitaries, their friends, etc., etc. But in order to do that, they appointed him over all entertainment. It's not all the entertainment. It's just one entertainment right now, and that's boxing. He tried soccer in Africa, and do your research on Africa and see what happened. It wasn't nice. Well, now, of course, he is pretty much tuning in to westernize the United States. And what I hear right now, and I got a very good source, they are watching Turkey. They are very, very watching him closely. And his counterpartners Why are you all so interested in taking over boxing? Okay, okay. Let me move up. Let me move on a little faster. So now he pretty much wants to um, sweet talk Canelo Alvarez, which he did, or no, or Lord knows what he gave him. Cause Oscar sold Ringer magazine to him for little as nothing. I mean, we talking about when I was small, the Bible of boxing. Wow. I just cut it out and put Muhammad, Sugar Ray Leonard up there, Floyd Mayweather up there, and you know, and here comes Oscar. They tore that magazine up. Then he sold it to Turkey. He lied through his teeth. What's going on, Knight Rider? Yes, sir. They need to watch him. Yes. Yes, they need to watch him. So now, Oscar, he understanding now. Now, hold on. Wait a minute, y'all. Because I got to give y'all a little more information. Y'all have ever heard of this name? Richard Schaefer. Richard Schaefer ran Golden Boy while Oscar was there. Oscar was drunk on a couch over cocaine and alcohol. That's the facts. He admitted it. Those are the facts. Guess who kept Golden Boy afloat? Guess who kept Golden Boy afloat? Richard Schaefer. Then when Richard Schaefer started getting all the love, what's going on, WIZE, SPORTZ, and BETTIN? What's going on, my love, my grace, my queen? How you doing? Okay, what I'm doing up, man, I'm just showing my family love. Okay, y'all my family. And if I can't sleep, if y'all woke, I'm gonna come on in here and give you something. Okay? Now, Richard Schaefer. Richard Schaefer was so good. I mean, this dude was good and respected. He was respected from everybody. Everybody in boxing. HBO, Showtime, all of that. And Oscar got jealous, got drunk, then jealous, and fired him. So he started what we call pro bellum. Pro bellum is another TKO boxing, but it didn't last very long because his heart wasn't in it. So Floyd said, "Hey man," cause Leonard Ellerby, he left Floyd. Floyd ain't got time to be no manager or promoter. He trying to keep up with his exhibitions. So Richard Schaefer took over Money Mayweather, the money team. But, hold on. When you join the money team, you in PBC now. So Al Heyman, he pulled that coattail, say, "Hey man, we need to talk, we need to sit down, we need to get together." See, Al Heyman knows talent when he see it. Al Heyman knows smart people when he see it. Not only Richard Schaefer speaks English, he's bilingual also. And one thing about it, he has a lot of respect for a lot of black fighters and Hispanic fighters. So, therefore, Richard Schaefer said, "Look here, him and Al, they had a 6.5-hour meeting." Now, I'm not going to tell you who I got all this information from, but y'all kind of got an idea, okay? I don't lie about my sources, like not Blue Blood, Champ Side, or whatever. I told you I'm calling names this year. I'm calling names this year. If you bold enough to say it, then you're bold enough to let everybody know you said. All right? Your sound is very low. Okay, let me turn it up some. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Is that okay right there? Okay. It's better. Okay. Better. Okay. I'll try not to holler since we're so late and everything. Okay. And my neighbor, she walk her dog 100 times because I live on the corner house, and she walks around here, and you can hear my it's a window over here, and she walk past, and if I catch that dog in my yard again, okay. I mean, no offense. No offense against, the SCSASCP or whatever, but that dog gonna be waking up like. Anyway, but what's going on, Jaquan, man? All right, glad to see you up this morning. Okay, I'm not gonna hold y'all long. I know y'all gotta get some sleep, gotta go to work. I know all that. Okay, but I just want to say this, and Richard Schaefer came up with this idea. We need to work together as a common goal because Turkey has money. Now, sometimes you can't out. What's up to standard 8 count, baby? What's going on? Now, are you doing your morning show? Oh yeah, I'm doing my morning show. Oh yes. Baby, the grind don't stop. I told you. No. I ain't haven't talked about anything about the morning show yet. And I'll be taking my notes, my bullet points and stuff so I won't forget for in the morning. I haven't talked about that yet. Matter of fact, let me put this to the side. All right. And look, Kqkc, I like my chat. I have a very mature chat, as Knockout said Sunday. So, and you all, some of you all, donate to the channel, and I can't pick and choose who I give information to, so I'm giving it to everybody. And don't worry, I'm gonna get some rest. Now, when Richard Schaefer, let me speed this up. So when Richard Schaefer and they had that agreement, they brought Oscar in. Now, Oscar still is a majority owner of Golden Boy. Now, keep this in mind. Now, listen to KQ. They enter into a partnership. Now, remember, it's a partnership. Don't get it confused with a merger. They're not merging together, okay? They're not all on the same team. They're not all working for one boss. No, it's not like that. But they are partners, okay? It's a partnership. So what they're doing is this. I need to get one of your guys to come over here and fight one of my guys because one dropped out, whatever. Okay, no problem. Or vice versa. They're going to work hand in hand. What I'm trying to tell you people, and especially you new people, this is history in the making. Why? Because we know what happened before. Everybody that came, mostly everybody that's with PBC came from where? Golden Boy. Golden Boy. Let me go a little further. Let me go a little further. He took the whole stable. Al did. He took the whole stable. Yes, he did. Why? Because Al was spending more money on the fighters. He believed that the fighters deserve to get paid more for what they fight while they fight. But see, Turkey doing it, nobody ain't saying shit to Turkey, right? But when Al did it, everybody had a hissy fit. Everybody had their ass on their shoulders. So bad that Oscar, Golden Boy, Top Rank, they took Al to court. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It got that bad. It got that jealousy. But Al Heyman, always not one, but 2 steps ahead. He won that lawsuit. He won. They said he was trying to monopolize the sporting. No, he was not. So now, sometimes you have to say, uncle. You got to say, you got me. You got to say, hey, I give up. This man knows what he's doing. This man had put on Michael Jackson concerts. And you know how big their concerts are. This man had put on Beyonce concerts. You know how big her concerts are. So that's business. This man isn't a lawyer. This man knows him. He's not a courtroom lawyer. He is a business lawyer, contract lawyer. That's what he is. So, therefore, that's why this is big news. This is big news. 2 enemies. If they can put away they shenanigans and shit and make great fights happening. And I saw you jab, Queen, early today. Yes, we gonna have fights up the ass now. All compliments of PBC and Golden Boy. And you know what? Also, Todd DeBow. Other words, Top Rank. See, Turkey made that smart ass move. In Alcatraz, he's gonna try to have the fight in. And you gonna see he's gonna lock up all the promoters and shit like that. Then he came out with the TKO and said we're gonna beat them all. So that shows me that you played us. You got us to trust you with a few dollars. You built the zone out, so that's why Eddie, I haven't mentioned him, because Eddie still got to ride his coattail. He still got to hold his hand, if you know what I mean. Yeah, he still have to do that. Yeah. Huh? Hello? I mean, I ain't here to hurt nobody's feelings, am I? You know? What's up, Joshua Roberts? What's going on, baby? I see you. All right. Yes, sir. Man. Who else is in here? Okay, we got WN. What's going on, man? 702. What up? What up? What up, dude? All right. But anyway, so one thing about it is, I think we got a lot of great boxing coming. Okay? And the thing about it is that I don't like is that it's a lot of rules, I hope in the conventions, because everybody have their own convention, and then they all have one big convention. Now, number one, I would like to see the women. I'd like to see the women get what they deserve. 3-minute rounds. Championship, fighting for a strap, or even an intern. Give them 12 rounds. Stop playing. Stop playing with the women. Madison Rayner, I think she'd be the perfect woman because she's on her way out the door, but she's still kind of young. She can be a great mentor to a lot of these women. She can help train a lot of these women, which she's doing right now. She got one lady one young lady that can fight her ass off. She's naturally an orthodox fighter, but she fights in the southpaw stance. See, this is what I mean. It's a place for women in boxing. Everybody want to change. All these young people want to change the way things was done back in my time. Okay, change it then, but make sure you change it in the right way. Just like I mentioned basketball. You ain't changing in the right way, youngins. Ain't that what they say in Baltimore? Youngins. Y'all still run and gun. One thing I learned when I played basketball in high school, you got to pass the ball at least 3 times before you shoot or anybody shoot. That was the damn rule. But these guys take out the ball, give it to the ball to the guard. The guard dribbling the ball down. He passes it to the off guard. Then he passes it back to the guard. He shoots the motherfucker over, back behind the 3. Then he hit the rim. Then here we go. Back running again. I mean, he was running like Devin Haney. Only thing about it was they were running straight up and down. Devin Haney was running around in circles. And I didn't mean, and that ain't meant to be funny. That's a damn shame, though. That's a damn shame. Because, see, Devin Haney, like I mentioned today, nobody couldn't tell him, you're wrong. You're doing this all wrong. You can't win a fight by not throwing punches. You can't win a fight by running. It's a difference. It's an art to it. Well, Kqkc, Muhammad Ali, and y'all kill me with that shit. Muhammad Ali ain't the only boxer that was coming up back in yesteryears. We had a lot of great fighters. What about Sugar Ray, Sweet Pea? What about them guys? Stop pulling Muhammad Ali out your asses. Man, come on. Stop that shit. You got some fighters that fight off the back foot like Ali, like Pernell. I mean, but they know how to do it the correct way. You can move on the back foot, but you can be popping that stick at the same time. Then you can feint, stop, bam, bam, bam. And get back on the back foot and keep on keeping that jab out there. Even smashing that jab out there. Man, we got my man Thomas here. He said, yeah, I hear you, OG. That wasn't the best play, but the opponent got to run his arsenal into a right and left, though. Cut that ring and make that ninja sing. There you go. There you go. And what makes it so bad, yeah, we know what Devin did. Yeah, we seen what he did. We seen how he ran the 50-yard dash, whatever you want to call it. But what about Jose? What about Jose? Jose sat there and couldn't even cut off the damn ring. How long you been boxing, dude? How long you been boxing? This is why I say I like the way Roy Jones do his fighters, new fighters, even sometimes old school fighters. They come in there, they don't punch on no bag. They don't sit there and come on and hit the mitts. No. They learn the fundamentals of the sport of boxing. Just like my high school. I'll never forget. Coach Stevens, Aaron Stevens, I'll never forget him. He didn't even have us touch a basketball for 1 month. 1 month. We had people walking out the door because they couldn't touch the basketball and shoot and all that. It was a mental thing. Huh? What's up, Thomas Hill? Once again, Thomas Hill said, Devin can only do that for so much longer. Of course, eventually someone going to catch up to the ass and bank him on one good time, especially up in them higher weight classes. See, that's my point. That's my point all week long. That's been my point for 2 weeks. But see, nobody want to talk about it. People just in my chat, they leave when I get to that part. You know, you got Nikki J sneak dishing over on KO channel. And KO's a cool dude, don't get me wrong and everything, but she won't do that in my channel. I'll say, wait a minute, hold on, time out. I don't mean to cut you off. But look here, Nikki J, who you talking to? Oh, no, I need to know who you talking to. Because, see, what we do is we point to who we talking to. We mention who we talking to. Ain't nobody getting away with that subliminal shit, all right? We ain't doing that. We're not doing that over here. You know, I mean, you know, you gotta cough up with who you talking about. Like, just like when I say clickbaiting, and when I say you sitting there and saying, well, subject to change and all that other shit, we know that's blue blood. We know that's not an independent channel like mine. This is mine and your channel. Hello? I don't need no more groups. No more groups. You know? Oh, man, sorry to hear that, OG. Where are you the target? Well, I was the target of what? No, I ain't did nothing. No, I'm not the target. Why you say that? Was I the target of what? Charles Thomas, chair a little bit flustered and needed to get that buzz going again. Yeah, you know, secure, he, dissing. Well, you know, they want to diss me, that's fine. I got thick skin. But one thing about it is, I'm not going to go back and forth with somebody. I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave it as that. You know, I'm going to leave it as that. Because, see, I have receipts. I can tell you what's what and what's not. What will happen, what will not happen. I have sources. And most likely, they know my sources, y'all. But certain things they tell me, and they tell me not to mention it, I won't mention it. You know, and that's why we've been friends for this long. But still in all, I ain't scared of no man or no damn woman. I got respect for women, but that respect, it had to work both ways. You have to respect both ways. But no, nobody diss me. No, nobody diss me and nobody chatted nothing like that lately that I know of. But if I do, fine. You know, they did fine. More power to them. And one thing I came out to learn, and I learned that from Angie WIZE, on WIZE Sports Betting. The more they talk about you, the more people come over here to see if I'm like that or not. And you know what? They subscribe. They say, wait a minute, he ain't like that. What are they talking about? He ain't talking about hating on this and that. No. He talking boxing. And they end up joining. So it end up backfiring on them. That's why I said, I have a feeling. And I said this. I said, when I left the LWC, I had a feeling that my channel would do better. And it did. It did better. Actually, it did over 1,000 subscribers better. How about that? Yeah. So I should have took a screenshot of the date that I left and the subscribers and up to now. Oh, that would have made their ass crawl. That would have made 78 with the gout in his foot because he's too fat. That would have made his shorts go up his ass. You know? But let's get on back to this boxing talk. All right? Because, see, they don't want any wood to come out in me. Okay? And I'm talking about Inglewood with the E. Okay? Not the I, with the E. We got one of those in Chicago. Okay? Mm. So now, um, pretty much, I'm just gonna say this: we're gonna have a lot of boxing. A lot of betting, a lot of boxing. No, don't worry about TKO boxing because see, what's gonna happen with TKO boxing? It gonna become just like Rockefeller, 50 Cent boxing. It gonna end up like that because see, Dana White, he initiated the Allegiant Stadium to scratch it off the list. Well, Allegiant Stadium wasn't happy because Dana White, if you wanna look it up, you can. If you wanna read the article, you can. It's in the MMA UK newsletter, and they will explain to you the Netflix debacle, uh, um, everything that I'm talking about right now. He he will explain it to you. They will explain it to you. All right. All right. Yes, sir. What's going on, Kate? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but on this platform, they changed names. Okay, so I have to look over here. Okay, they changed names in color. I had to change it and put it on a solid color. But I haven't dealt with this page in about 2 years. This is where I first started on. See, I haven't had a donation yet, but let's say you sent $1. Somebody sent $1, and you'll see what I'm talking about with the little man, whatever. You know, with the super chat. Uh, I don't think he did a cash app yet, but yeah. So, but anyway, so now that we got that out the way, now, well, we didn't get it out the way because it's still more to the story than it meets the eye, and but still in all, you know, we gotta take what it's worth. We gotta keep on keeping on. All right. Yes, sir. What's up, Charles Thomas? He said, I sometimes wonder why everyone in the LWC is 5'2" tall and talking shit. uh, because, and I know it sounds cliche, you know, I know it sounds cliche, but they all, they all are just keyboard tough guys. No, they not built like that. Now they try to be, but they not. You know, you see them in person. Hey, man, come on. Okay. Uh, okay. No. I'm sorry. Let me explain this. Let me explain this over to y'all. Cause I think Angie misunderstood because she was asking me. No, I said that Nikki J pretty much disrespected someone, and someone in the chat right now. He's my witness, and I think most of y'all was there when she did it, and it wasn't me, but people like her like to throw subliminals, and she never did it to me, but if she comes to my channel, she's not gonna do it to me. Cause see, Knockout, he's a cool dude. I don't have no problem with him, everything. And one thing about it is, he's a lot cooler than me. Cause I would have said something. I would have. But she never snuck and dissed me at all. So if I said that, but I don't think I said that. Okay, and I'm not sleepy whatsoever right now. Right now, I'm not. Okay. So, but anyway, let me get me another sip of my coffee, and we can keep going. Okay, we can keep going because right now, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, got a message here, message here, message here, message here. Okay, okay, so, okay, okay, all right. Okay, so if I did say that, and someone just said I said it, so okay, I didn't mean to say it. Okay, if I did, I didn't mean to say it. Okay, thank you, love. Okay, thank you, love. It's all love. It's all love. Cause I'm not like that. Cause I appreciate people like Knight Rider, Thomas Hill, Angie Wise, Jab Queen, Barbara D, Kqkc. I mean, I appreciate all you all. All right, I really do. Now, suckers, watch out. Okay, Coach Malachi. As for a fade in the elevator, they they ranked they they ran they ranked they ranked it. I don't know. Okay. But that's then. This is now. That's the past. When I hear everybody cool with each other and everything like that, so I don't want to be the one to stir the pot back up. So I leave it just where it's left at, or where they left it at, and that's the Holiday Inn. And that's the Holiday Inn, right? But anyway, now Secure Stevenson, him and Oshaki Foster. Oshaki Foster, of all people, they was going back and forth on social media. It got so bad, y'all. It got so bad that they started talking about people, mama on drugs. I kid you not. I kid you not. I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, I heard about him below the belt, but god damn, you know, how'd that get there? You know, why y'all go there? You know, some people look at people, mom or dad, and and in certain looks they try to compare to addicts and whatever, and you can't do that. You can't go around talking about people parent. Now, if you got a problem with that fighter, then have a problem with that fighter. If y'all have to settle in the ring, then get in the ring and settle. But I get it. He got a fight with a Zepeda coming up, and he don't want to get injured. Because he injury prone. He injury prone. And I'm just going to say it. He going to have to say it too sooner or later. Now, someone asked me a question, or they mentioned it earlier, about a Devin Haney. And I think my man Thomas here. Okay? Now, my man Thomas here, I think he asked about Devin Haney when he get up to the weight classes. All right? You know what I mean? Yeah, the boy said Secure Mama is a crackhead. Yeah. Okay, Charles, but I'm gonna take the fifth on this one. Okay? I'm gonna take the fifth on this one because I don't want to be, put my 2 cents in, and I know a little bit about that. And right now, I'm gonna keep it to myself. Right now, same with Andre Ward. I know a little bit about what his father did to his mother, and I think he wrote a book on it and everything. So, But right now, um, you can't think about that. They are grown. They must handle their business on their own. It's not your job to handle their business. It's your job to be a child. It's your job to grow up and be a man. It's your job to do man things. It's not your job. It's not your job to worry about your mama and daddy in that situation. Now, if they was in a medical situation, then I would expect you to give them that helping hand. But no, if they have to go through the withdrawals and things like that, then that damn it, they have to go through it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now, the reason why I know all this, because I had to go through it with my cousin. I had to go through it with my cousin. Because when you start stealing from my mama, okay, now, I could have beat the shit out of him. I could have. Because he weighed $105. All right? And at that time, I was a big guy. And some told me not to. Because I can see, when I had him on the ground, choking him, I can see. I had to let up, and I saw in his eyes, that man's sick. He was. And one thing about heroin is a physical sick. A physical sick. You start shaking, you feel like you got the flu, you throw up. Some people shit on themselves and this and that. Well, I stayed up all night with that man to make sure he didn't leave that damn house. All night. And then, when I found out the rehab center was open, then we went and I checked him in. And I told them how he was. Slick talking, probably trying to talk you out of your panties and all that, but when he's sick, you don't feel like doing all that. So be careful. And they knew how to deal with people like that. So he spent 90 days in there. You know what I said? I said, that ain't enough. I paid out of pocket for 90 more goddamn days. 90 more goddamn days. Yep. 90 more damn days. Yep, that's what I did. 90 more days. And you know what? He came out straight as an arrow. Now, he did tell me that he kept thinking about it, and the urges kind of start going away and things like that. All right? So I know I'm happy for him, and he doing well today. He drug free, and everything. So man, so you just gotta be there. That's all. You know. So, all right, Miss Mona. Okay, she's in the Cash app. Okay. All right, Miss Mona. I didn't see you. Okay. Yeah, I didn't see you. Yeah, okay, yeah, she's in the Cash app. Okay. But anyway, all right. Yeah, that's right. Tough love, man. That's all it was. Tough love. Okay. All right. No, I'm good, man. Yeah, I'm good. Y'all just don't know Kqkc, do y'all? When I'm up, man, it's hard for me to go back to sleep. All right. So, but that got to be the most asinine shit I ever seen. To sit there and argue, then this is why I say this is a different generation. This is a different generation. All right. Suckers, success, suckers, watch out. Nice show. Reason why I watch. Hey, man, I appreciate that, brother. All right? I appreciate that. Okay? I really do. And I wish I could have 100 more of you all. Okay? But I thank you, though. I thank you for even just coming in. I usually don't do boxing after dark, but sometimes I do. Especially when I'm nowhere near sleepy. Because when I get through, I'm going upstairs and do a couple things in the kitchen and I start cleaning up my kitchen and stuff like that. Catch up on some cleaning, you know. So, but but still in all, but I thank you though. Okay, I thank you and like I said, I'm on every day, 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Now, um, let's keep going, okay? Because there's a couple more things I need to talk about, okay? No, I promise, I'm not gonna hold y'all too much longer, okay? I know it's after almost 1:30, okay? I get it, okay? Now, um, Jerron Boots Ennis, he's gonna be fighting his mandatory. Giovanna, somebody, who was on his card last time he fought. Now, Milwaukee Zeus, baby, what's going on? And crucial content, get back game, baby. I see you. I see you. I see you, baby. Yeah. One love, baby. One love. Now, what was I at? What was I at? Milwaukee Zeus. All right, but anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. Just that fast. My mind is like slipping. I mean, like the brakes are slipping. Damn it. But anyway, but still, Boost. Yeah, need a big name, in his resume. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing about it, and that what makes me so damn mad at Eddie. That what makes Shakur Stevenson so damn mad at Eddie. Yeah, okay, you doing right by Boots, but how you doing right by him? Oh, giving him a fight. Yeah, but who win? Who win? Huh? See, Charles Thomas. See, that's the point. That's the point. And that's the whole argument. Just what you just said. That's the whole argument. Brian Norman singing. He said on Mill City. Well, nobody never talking about it over there. I talked to Bozy, but he won't never ever talk to me no more. Now, I'm quite sure it wasn't Bozy. I'm quite sure it was that Brian Norman goddamn singing. He pissed Bozy off. Because Bozy is one of them type of laid back dudes, but you ain't going to run over him. You ain't going to curse him out. Because y'all both are grown fucking men. So anyway, Bozy is fighting Gianni. You know what? I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to write this. I'm going to have to look at the name. All right. These are my notes for tomorrow's live stream. Okay, yeah, Genesaw, okay, Genesaw, okay, that is his mandatory. Now, Boots gonna make what Boots gonna make, but Brian Norman Jr. and Sr., they opting out, and they not really opting out. But they decided to go ahead on and fight a guy in Japan on his platform. Wow. Then they ask him, and this got to be the dumbest ass question I ever heard of. They ask him, well, why would you go over there and fight a guy from Japan? We don't know who he is. You barely don't know who he is. You ain't did no studying on him or nothing like that. So why would you do that? Well, we want to go over there, for the culture and this. Damn that, Brian. You do that when you got money. You got money. You did it on your own time. You're trying to get your son to fight. I mean, what do you want for your son? Huh? He said, well, unification. Well, how you get a unification? Y'all keep turning down every offer they offer y'all. See, sometimes you got to humble yourself, y'all. I know. You think you the big bad wolf. Okay, we find, yeah. But don't sit there and lie. Don't sit there and say certain things that's just not goddamn true. I mean, come on. I mean, how many times we been going around and around the circles with this? And I'm going to tell you something right now. Both of these guys are champions. Boots is a super champion. And I'm going to tell you right now that somebody going to get hurt or knocked out before the other. So, I don't know who got a better chance. I don't know who going to punch the hardest. But somebody need to work on it. So, but anyway, I'm not going to hold y'all, okay? I mean, hit the cash app, all right? Show your love for KQ this late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning. All right, how long did I be on here? We got 26 people still up. All right, okay, I gave you an hour. Okay, that's a good cook, don't you think? All right, any questions? All right, I'm free right now. Ask any questions. And I'm definitely will answer for you. So that's all I ask, So, but with that, man, I appreciate everybody. I forgot how to do the intro on here, but it'll come back to me, all right? I might do it, a little practice here and there. But I use it for something, okay? I use it for something. I want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank everybody for showing love, all right? I want to thank everybody that commented, that participated on this last hour. I want to thank you all. So, but with that, I'm out of here. Man, I appreciate you. Man, sucker. Man, look, you're always welcome, bro. All right? You always welcome. And bring a friend. Let that friend bring a friend. So, with that, that's my I call boxing after dark. Okay? So, with that, I'm out of here. I want all you all to have a good night. Keep your head on a swivel. All right? My cash app is right there. Because what we're doing now, what we're doing is saving up for the pay-per-views. Everything, no matter how much the pay-per-view we got, I go in there and I pay for the pay-per-view. Okay? No matter what the cost is, but it's certain fights that's gonna happen, that's coming down the pipe, that will be pay-per-view. So with that, that's all I got. Y'all have a good night. Keep your head on a swivel, baby. All right. Good night.